So our first question, people laugh, make fun of my beard, and call me maulana. Is this mocking the deen? I feel insulted whenever they call me this. How to retaliate or deal with such? We've answered similar questions to this before, and there's no harm in doing that again, inshallah. Women complain. People make fun of my hijab. Some call me Ninja Turtles. Some call me Zoro. Some say funny things. Is this mocking Islam? Others give similar incidents. And to understand, we have to first differentiate between mocking a ritual of Islam or something that is proven without doubt that it is part of Islam, and mocking an individual for implementing that ritual or that sunnah. Either way is a heinous sin and a crime, but it revolves between kufr and an act of apostasy, and between being a major sin and something that a person must not fall into. So if a person is acknowledging that growing the beard for men is mandatory, and there's no dispute among Muslims on this. This is the instruction of the Prophet ﷺ in various authentic hadiths. And the vast majority, if not the consensus of all scholars, that it is prohibited to shave it. So growing the beard is part of Islam. The dispute is in the length, whether it is to be left alone, untouched, or that one can trim or cut short what exceeds a fist length. It's an issue of dispute. But the beard itself is part of Islam. It's mentioned in the Quran. Wearing the hijab is something that is known by default to all Muslims. Mentioned in the Quran, mentioned in the Prophet's Sunnah, mentioned everywhere by all scholars of Islam. So when someone makes fun out of that, or mocks the fact that intoxicants are haram, or mocks the fact that Muslims, for example, shave their heads after performing Hajj or Umrah, and he knows that this is part of Islam, but he says that's funny, that's stupid, that's so ridiculous, they look like eggplants, they blah blah, and he makes fun of something that is part of Islam, a ritual of Islam. He knows that. Then this is an act of apostasy. Allah Azza wa Jal says in the Quran, and if you ask them, they will surely say, we were only conversing and playing. Say, meaning, O Muhammad, is it Allah and His verses and His messenger that you were mocking? Make no excuses. You have become kafir, disbelievers. You have lost your faith after being believers, after your belief. قَدْ كَفَرْتُمْ بَعْدَ إِيمَانِكُمْ. So this is a clear text stating that whoever does this just for the fun of it would exit the fold of Islam. Even if he was mocking, if he was playing around, conversing. Now, the second type is if a person mocks Sheikh Asim as his beard looks funny. So he's mocking me as an individual, not me as representing the religion or the beard being part of the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. No. He respects that. But he is making fun of the individual. In this case, this is sinful, but it is not an act of blasphemy or kufr, and one must refrain from that, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best.